Hi everybody, this is Tony Thomas back again with another video, and I thought I would discuss getting a budget laptop and use it for a DAW. I'm going to start out with the one I chose actually a few years ago, and this is actually a variant of the one I got. It's a Lenovo 330 15-inch, 15.6-inch HD. Well, actually, mine, it's just a regular HD screen, which is a 1366 by 768 screen. It's got a Core i3 8130U processor, which a lot of people would consider a very low-end processor, but I'll tell you why it works in a few minutes. And mine came with 8 gigabytes of memory and doesn't have an SSD. It came with a 1 terabyte spinning drive, but it's actually a very good deal. I think I paid somewhere around $329 for it on sale when it came out. This one is actually still around, but actually no longer produced anymore. But it has actually proved to be a pretty good machine for me for a DAW. I really didn't buy it initially for a DAW. I bought it just to be a regular, machine just for me to work on, but then I started installing Ableton and other programs on it, and it has actually worked very, very well for a simple DAW at a very, very low price. This is what mine looks like, and it's got Ableton running on it. I also run a lot of other programs on it as well and don't have any problems. I run FL Studio, I run Reaper, I run Cubase, and Reason also on this particular DAW. And, there are some VSTs that kind of challenge it, but overall, I say it's a really good experience, and it actually works very well for my needs. This is basically my setup as it is now. I use an external keyboard because I really like the feel of it. This is a Red Dragon external mechanical keyboard, and right now I'm using it with my trusty Launchpad. This is a Launchpad Mark II. I also have a Launchpad Mini, and I have some other devices that I use with it as well, but this really makes for a very good and efficient setup for production. Now, as I said, it uses an 8th generation 8130 CPU. It's a Core i3. As I said earlier, a lot of people would consider this very underpowered, but actually it's not too bad, and I'll tell you why. The 8130, the base speed is 2.2 gigahertz, but unlike previous generation i3s, it does have turbo mode. So you can get up to a turbo clock speed of 3.4 gigahertz, and I put it in performance mode, and it runs pretty much all the time at 3.4 gigahertz. It's a very low power processor. It only is 15 watts, and it's dual core, 4 threads. And as I said, it runs really well, as a simple DAW for a lot of tasks. It's not going to be a screaming fast DAW, but for under $500, it's actually not a bad deal for my application. And the way I have upgraded my particular DAW, I've taken out the 1 terabyte spinning drive. I've replaced it with a 512 SSD. You can also put like a 1 terabyte SSD in there as well. And in addition, I upgraded the RAM from 8 gigabytes to 12 gigabytes. It required me adding one 8 gigabyte RAM chip because it does have 4 gigabytes of soldered on memory, so you have to take the 4 out and put the 8 in to get the 12. But those two upgrades were very inexpensive, and it improved the performance of the machine quite a bit. The similar machine that I see now that's available, I'm looking on Best Buy's site, is a 14-inch laptop with an Ryzen 3 3250 chip with 8 gigabytes of RAM and the 1 terabyte spinner. So it's very similar to what I have. smaller screen, but it also has 8 gigabytes and 1 terabyte. And as far as the Passmark score, is actually higher than my actually higher than the Core i3 8130, in that it's got a base clock speed of 2.6 gigahertz and a turbo speed of 3.5 gigahertz, and it's a little bit runs a little bit warmer. This one is 25 watts, mine is 15, but the score is 4416, which is actually not too bad, for a base level machine. So you can get this. It looks like $379 right now. You can do the same upgrades that I did. You can put a larger SSD. Most of the SSDs I see out there now are the come-in machines are like 128 or 256. I put at least a 512 in there or a 1 terabyte, and that won't run you probably more than $100. And I think the RAM is also upgradable, so you can get it up to 12 gigabytes for probably another $40. So this is actually a very, very inexpensive solution for a very, very cheap DAW. So if you're in the market for something that you think might work for you, definitely worth a look to look at these machines with either the Core i3, or if you can afford a Core i5, that's good, but usually those are quite a bit more expensive, or the Ryzen 3 are also a good option. So I just thought I'd share this with you. If you have any comments or anything that you've tried, you can leave a comment below. I find these are actually a lot better than the refurb machines that I used to use, and they're much more current, and they perform a lot better, because I was buying old ThinkPads and using them for DAWs, but usually they're older generation chips and they don't perform as well. So as I said, leave a comment below if you have any comments, and like this channel, or like this video if you like it, and also subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like it. And you take care. Have a wonderful day.